What's up, knuckleheads? Welcome back to Thai Clinch MMA, your pound for pound podcast. I'm your host, Devin.
And I'm Matt, aka Spatman, and we are thrilled to have you joining us for the first fight card of the new Paramount Plus era, UFC 324, T-Mobile Arena, Las Vegas, Nevada. Paddy the Batty Pimblett versus Justin the Highlight Gaethje.
And at Thai Clinch MMA, we're thrilled to be kicking off this new era of the UFC with you. The UFC chose to open this year with a statement card, and today we're here to explain what these fights actually mean, not just for the night, but for the future of the sport.
Yes, sir. And with things improving at the UFC, things are going to be improving here at Thai Clinch MMA. We've got a lot of great content coming for you. We're going to be peeling back the curtain and showing you a little more about what's going behind the scenes. So stick around at the end of the episode and we'll show you more about what we have coming up at Thai Clinch MMA.
All right, now, before we can even jump into tail of the tape to start doing fight breakdowns, we got to announce the elephant in the room. We've been preparing for weeks to get in front of this camera, and we've been excited to talk to you about Kayla Harrison versus Amanda Nunes.
Absolutely.
It's going to be massive fight, monumental moment in women's sports, arguably the biggest moment in women's sports in the last 10 years.
Right.
Huge fight. Well, if you've been on your phone in the last 24 to 48 hours, this is the fight game. Things happen, and unfortunately, Kayla Harrison has herniated a disc in her neck and had to undergo surgery in New York City on Tuesday.
Yeah. Here at Thai Clinch MMA, our thoughts are always with the fighters. Devin's a fighter. We affiliate and associate with fighters. We commentate on fighters. So we're thinking about Kayla Harrison and her best ways to recover. They're talking about a postponement for 6 months.
And 6 months sounds long, but considering it's a neck injury, that sounds quick.
Yeah.
I don't know that she could really be back in 6 months. So, prayers to her, and hopefully we still see that fight because that was the people's main event. Anybody who's a true fan or anyone who just knows what they're looking at would agree with me that Paddy Pimblett, Justin Gaethje was the headliner, but Amanda Nunes, Kayla Harrison was the fight people were here to watch.
People were super excited about it. These two women were excited about it. Kayla Harrison was certainly in tears when she made the announcement.
Yeah, she did not want to be going under surgery at all.
No, she had to do what she had to do. You got Amanda Nunes sitting at home, leaves the UFC, undisputed baddest woman on the planet, belt in hand, watches her TV, sees Kayla Harrison coming up the ranks and figures, I got to do something about this.
And it wasn't like, oh, she's talking and oh, she doesn't deserve it. No, Amanda Nunes was asking herself, can I beat Kayla Harrison? And the answer was, I don't know.
I'm not sure. Yeah, so she had to prove it to herself.
So this fight really needed to happen, and there's no one else for Amanda Nunes to fight. Before any speculation gets out there, Amanda Nunes isn't coming back unless it's to fight Kayla.
Mm-mm.
But like I said, this is the fight game and things happen. Kayla being out is really disappointing. That was a real legacy level fight. But the theme of this fight card really hasn't changed all that much.
Right.
We have a new co-main, not the one we wanted, but it's still going to be fireworks. We've got Sean O'Malley versus Song Yadong, and with that being the new co-main, the theme still stands of a changing of the guard. If you look at Derek Lewis on the card, Rose Namajunas on the card, it's a common theme of up-and-comers versus people that are trying to prove they still belong in this Paramount era.
Yeah.
So it just really poses the question with this co-main event. Sean O'Malley steps up, more eyes on him than were expected. But if he loses, where does he go?
I tell you what, if he loses, the 135 division will leave him behind. This is a must-win fight for him.
Yeah.
You've got people on the fight card this same night that are going to be looking for him here near in the future.
Oh yeah, you've got Umar Nurmagomedov and Figueiredo. That fight, like you were just saying, if one of them, depending on how that fight goes and depending on who wins, they're going to call out Piotr Jan. So if Sean O'Malley loses, the division moves on. But if Sean O'Malley wins, he's in a position to get a title.
Yeah, Piotr Jan's holding the title right now. So Sean needs to win this. It's assumed that he will, but anything can happen on any given night.
Well, that's enough sulking over a co-main event that could have been. It's time we jump into the co-main event we are getting. So pull up the tail of the tape for Sean O'Malley versus Song Yadong.
Good.
When you look at a guy like Sean O'Malley, he loves those flashy moments. You always see him in there pretending to play basketball or showboating. A very flashy guy. And he has a very nice height at 5'11" for that bantamweight division. Super nice reach. He's got a 72-inch reach, so very rangy guy. If he can keep people at distance, he can have their way with them. And as we've seen, he's got great boxing and is very accurate.
Yeah, Song Yadong's not as flashy, but we're talking pressure, patience, and power. He's 26 years old, 135 pounds, got a 67-inch reach, but he's got a reasonable record, 22-8-1. He's an orthodox fighter with a kung fu background.
So it'll be really nice to see those two stand off against each other. That height is definitely going to play a role. Song Yadong being 5'8", Sean O'Malley being 5'11". But let's look at the keys of victories for these guys. If Sean wants to win this fight, a few things have to be true. As I just mentioned, he is very flashy, he's very precise, and when he's locked in, his timing's elite. But I'm going to be honest, sometimes, I wonder, is he taking camp as seriously as he needs to? And that's just an expectation I have. That's not hate. That's just from what I see on Instagram. It could be the image he portrays on purpose to get, clicks and things like that. Because we all know when it's his time, he always rises to the occasion. The question just becomes, is he doing the work?
Sure, he's on a 2-fight lose streak to Merab, and I understand that that's a horrible matchup for him. He brings the sugar show, and the UFC loves him, Dana White loves him, but he can't win this in it not being spectacular fashion.
Yeah.
It's gotta be definitive. But with a huge win, let's be honest, he could put himself right back in that title conversation.
He absolutely could. You've heard the press conference jokes about Dana White privilege, this and that.
Sure.
Like you just said, they try to push Sean O'Malley, and if you've been keeping up with the UFC, then they're going to the White House in a couple months.
Yeah.
Every fighter that's on this card and the upcoming cards are chomping at that White House card.
Absolutely.
So if Sean O'Malley wins this fight, like you said, he can't just win it. It's got to be like, boom, knockout, boom, I'm Sean O'Malley, this is what I do, give me the White House card. He's got to show up, be who he is, and, stand out. Because otherwise, the division's moving on.
Yeah. Petr Yan's got that belt. Merab's out there. It's going to be tough. He has absolutely got to knock this one out of the park.
Well, my question to you now is, who do you have winning, and do you think he knocks it out of the park?
I think Sean gets this. I think a lot of people assume Sean gets this, but it's an any given Sunday. Song Yadong has got power.
Yeah,
I'm going to
really
go
does.
with Sean. Sean needs this. Sean should have this.
I definitely could see Sean winning it. And it's not even because, I'm not a big Sean O'Malley fan. I'll just say that. But I haven't been impressed by what I've seen from Song Yadong. Now, he is brutal. I mean, he comes at you and he starts getting in a fury and a flurry and the punches start coming. But Sean O'Malley is a cerebral fighter.
He's smart.
Like I said, Sean is smart. He's got the face tats and the rainbow hair. But Sean's a smart fighter. So I've got Sean O'Malley winning the co-main. You've got Sean O'Malley winning the co-main. Let's jump into the moment we've all been waiting for. Let's look at this main event.
Paddy the Baddy.
Now, unfortunately, this main event, the stakes are not equal. Like we've said, this is a passing of the torch fight card. All of the fights kind of look like this theme. But for Justin Gaethje, this is his last real run at the title. They call him Justin Highlight Gaethje, and he is a highlight reel. He's a walking highlight reel. But if you look at his competition, Tony Ferguson for the interim belt.
Brutal.
I mean, absolutely brutal fight for Tony. Tony's retired. Dustin Poirier, he just retired. Michael Chandler, he's still around, but it's not like he's just at the top of his game. And Gaethje stepped in there with anybody who's anybody, but a lot of those guys are gone. So the question is he still the highlight, or is that just a thing of the past? So if he loses, the stakes for him, he's done.
Yeah, totally different opportunities here. Paddy's still got time.
Yeah.
He's young, he's fresh. He hasn't taken a lot of damage in the UFC, and that's something he's been criticized for. He says he's going to stand toe-to-toe with Gaethje, and we'll see what happens there, but he's still got tomorrow and the next day.
So yeah, it's the narratives for this story kind of write themselves, but let's see how the tale of the tape writes itself.
Yep.
Justin Gaethje's got some of the meanest leg kicks in the lightweight division, and honestly in all of the UFC. He's coming in a record of 26 wins and 5 losses, but all 5 of those losses are to people at the top of their game and some of the best to ever put the gloves on. He stands at 5'11" and has a 70-inch reach, which I'd say is pretty average for that lightweight division. And on paper, him and Paddy stand up very nicely.
Yeah, it's going to be fireworks. Paddy's going to bring a record 23-3-0, 73-inch reach, 155 pounds, 5'10" tall. He's an orthodox fighter, and I tell you what, he's going to have that world-class grappling. I've seen what he can do with Tim Marines back-to-back on the feet and on the ground, but he says he's going to stand and bang, so we'll see what we get here.
Yeah. Justin Gaethje's main key to victory here is going to be high intense pressure. He just needs to make the fight violent, and he needs to use those leg kicks. Follow every combination over those nasty leg kicks. And that's the word. He needs to just be nasty. with him being the more seasoned guy, I imagine like, you know, the farther and the longer this fight gets drawn out, the better he'll do. But he needs to be in the driver's seat. If he wants the pace of the fight to be fast, he needs to do that. If he wants the pace of the fight to be slow, he needs to be the one in control, and he just needs to take charge of every single exchange with that striking.
Yeah, I agree. And here's what a lot of people don't remember. Justin's a Division I All-American wrestler. It's not that he can't go to the ground, he doesn't want to. He wants to stand and bang, and he wants to make it violent. So I'm with you there. He can bring that violence whenever he wants to. He's not going to go to the ground because, as he likes to say,
if one man can hold you down, two can keep you.
And Paddy's going to be the one trying to hold him down. I mean, Paddy's good down there. If you've watched any of his vlog on YouTube, he has countless videos where he'll go round after round after round with Marines in non-stop jiu-jitsu. And it's not like Paddy's out there losing. You know, he's really holding his own and he's winning. So Paddy's going to be out there looking to take things to the ground. You had mentioned he wants a war. We might see that out of him.
It's going to be his turn to prove it, and this is the guy to prove it with. Everybody likes Paddy. They want him to do good. He's been somewhat of maybe a hype train, but this fight, it gets him off the hype train, puts him in the driver's seat.
It really does. And with Justin, like the way that their styles line up, it'll be really interesting. You know, I'm going to ask you who you've got winning, but I'm going to go ahead and start it with how I see it going. With Justin Gaethje, I love Justin. I really do. That's a fan favorite, and he is the highlight. They call him the highlight for a reason. But with the way that he fights, I know Paddy Pimblett loves to do that jumping triangle, like from standing. I've seen him do it at least 2 to 3 times. So I'm just worried that if Justin stands there with him, you know, he overextends on a shot, Paddy's going to throw that jumping triangle, and that's going to be all she wrote. So if I was a betting man, I'm going Paddy, but I'll be cheering for Justin. Kai, I'm sorry, I'm going for Justin. You can cheer for Paddy by yourself.
Well, I'm going Paddy, but he better bring a lunch. Long day at the office. This is what he wants. He's not afraid of this moment. He gets who he's going up against. Justin wants to silence all doubters. Last chance at the belt, but Paddy's going to be standing there. And you know what? Scousers don't get knocked out.
So it's going to be good. We've seen it. Paddy has taken some shots. Michael Chandler rocked him. Earlier in his career, he's been rocked. And the statement stands true. Scouser hasn't been knocked out yet, so he's going to keep on going. And we're going to keep on going. So be sure to stay tuned, and we're thrilled, you know, to be here with you for the UFC Paramount era. Make sure you like this video and subscribe. Share it with anyone you know that might be entertained. And remember, fights are wins. We're putting a real spotlight on the local and regional Tennessee MMA scene. The fighters that train so hard, the gyms and coaches that support them through highs and lows, and the stories that just deserve more attention. We've got an exclusive interview dropping soon with Xavier Terminator Cox out of Phoenix MMA, who is fighting February 6th at Plaza Mariachi for the top 10 promotion super lightweight belt. So be on the lookout for that. And if you're a fighter or know a fighter in Tennessee that we need to bring a spotlight to, be sure to let us know in the comments below. Keep watching, subscribe, keep training, and remember, fights are won in the clinch.
Yeah, which honestly, believe it or not, I don't think I have the power to knock somebody out.
I've seen it.